they'd be like, yeah, we're getting in these logos. Kids didn't have their helmets correct. Like, you're really just worried about practicing. And then the coaches in a rush would be like,
Bring me your
Thursday
helmet
night to Friday morning, being like, we got to get all these logos on the helmets.
What was the best logo we've ever had, do you think? I have one in my brain right now because I wore it, and I loved it. Do you know what I'm going with?
Are you going to go with the wings?
I'm going with the
were
wings.
sick.
I loved the wings. We're live. Oh,
I'll work the camera.
hang on. You want to work? Look, boom.
I'm doing.
The zoom here is
I'm
weird,
doing play-by-play
right, Fab?
and camera.
All right, hang on. Let me remember if this is. Oh, I'm zooming in on the 40.
You gonna do it or me?
We're having fun, no? Let me zoom out a little bit. That's a little too much.
Doesn't know whoever does it shouldn't be on the 40.
Yeah, I got it now. I got it. Hey, guys, we're live. Oh, pump fake.
All right.
Throws it to the corner.
And
It drops.
incomplete.
It drops.
I can't really listen to you and talk, so I kind of got to move the thing.
All right, are you ready for the real launch here? All right, we're going to act like fake dramatic music. All right,
talking
drum
to me?
roll, please. Yes,
Do
we're
I need to
live
be
on
ready?
YouTube. We're going to do this. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Falcons Stadium for the final scrimmage before the great dance starts next Thursday against at C.H. Collins against the Denton Broncos. And that is going to be the next Thursday to start the season. All right. Right now you are seeing the final scrimmage. We are crossing our T's, dotting our I's, getting ready. This is Adam Tips. I left you on a cliffhanger last year saying I might be back. I don't know. I'm back. Nothing better than football. I love football. What a great view. I'm up here in the HD television glass room. What do we call our broadcast booth? Just broadcast booth? We should come up with a crazy name. I thought that was the nest.
Yeah, that's the nest. I don't know.
Anyway, any game at Falcon Stadium, 88.9, the nest. Ah! All right, that's how you get us on the old FM. You can hear us here, anywhere, hopefully in the Lake Dallas area. Hickory Creek, you can hear us. Lake Dallas, you can hear us. Corinth, we're in Corinth. You can hear us. And I think you can even hear us all the way over kind of by where I live, Denton-ish, right? Mm-hmm. You can get us over there. After that, tune in on the broadcast all over the country. We are so excited to be back. Last year came up a little bit short, 2 rounds deep, but back for another one. So I will be doing color this year. Might be a little off next week just because of timing. What a lick. But what we are going to be doing is Cameron Hobbs, who is not here. Surprise, surprise. Cameron Hobbs will be doing play-by-play. I'll be at his side, guiding him through the process, color commentating. And then on the sideline, none other than Robert Bob Jackson. What's up, Bob?
What's up, man? I love how your intro was like a day long, and then me and Cameron got like a blink.
You know, I just think I'm better than everybody. You know, it's just, unfortunately, that's how it is. But here we go. Wow, this is going to be very, very, very – yeah, sorry, Harvey. I'm just bad. I'm fired at camera already.
There you go. Yeah.
Josh the electrician will be joining us next week as well. But, yeah, next week, C.H. Collins.
Who else is up there with you right now?
Oh, I'm getting there, all right? So next week, everybody will be here, I promise. As always, running the board, fabulous Fabricio behind the board. How are you doing? You want to say anything? No, he said he's good. He loves y'all. All right. Also on stats, once we start the season, right, we'll get stat, right? Next week you'll be here? Yeah, next week. Harvey the Hurricane will be behind the old clickety-clackety laptop giving us the stats so we can give you up-to-date information on the game. But, yeah, we're all here. Hello, Harvey. How are you?
I'm doing great, Adam. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm up here in the AC. Bob,
Yes.
we have Bob in the elements. Bob, can you give us a heat index, sir?
You know what? I mean,
You can just say hot.
it's not hot in the shade. In the sun, heat index is about 92. In the shade, it's a brisk 87.5 with a cool northeast wind.
Did you make all of that up? I mean, no one's going to know. You can make it up probably and get away with it.
I don't
There
know.
you
It
go.
depends on if it sounds right
There you
or
go.
not.
So, yes, no crowd mic. We're sorry. It's just we're trying to make sure everything's working. And everything is working right, Fab? Everything's great now? Yes, we are hitting at all cylinders. We are officially a stock car racing machine ready to win the Daytona 500, which is the long...
Are the Daytona cars stock cars?
Oh, my goodness. Bob, do we have to give you a whole lesson on stock car racing?
I could have swore they were separate. That's why I'm asking.
Daytona 500 is for NASCAR, which is... In NASCAR, it says stock car. The SC, that stock car, right? NASCAR, they're all on an equal playing field now. Ooh, that's a PI, please. Thank you. See, look, we got the refs out here trying to work on their game as well. We're all out here getting better. Oh, I'm sorry. My phone's like at my hip. You probably can't hear me. Oh, no. Bob's not even talking
I
to me.
can hear.
Okay.
I could hear you. I was just watching.
Oh.
I didn't know I was brought into that.
And we'll always bring you in the best we can. And, of course, like last year, sometimes I just key up and be like, I don't know. I saw this, guys. And the eye on the field, I'm going to miss that gig. I'll be honest with you. I like the eye in the sky, but being on the field in the action where everybody knows you, look at me. I'm still bragging. Just this whole thing is just a massive bragging montage.
But he needs to work on his interview skills.
Oh, yes.
He has the spotlight at
Their
halftime.
coaches are a little extra. I mean, our coaches aren't even out there. Their coaches are pretty much playing.
Young's out there. Coach Young.
He just got out there, though.
Head coach Jason Young back for year 4 as the head coach. New QB coach this year, but other than that, I think we're pretty I think I'm scanning. I'm doing my last scan here. Everybody else is still here from last year. I said over the radio, I'm going to go through it real quick. We are not 5A anymore. We're a 4A athletics program now, which means we have a new district as well, realignment. Okay. Salina, really good in our district. Aubrey, they've had some runs, right? I knew some brothers that went through there. They had some runs pretty deep. Panther Creek.
Like actual brothers or like?
Yeah, they were brothers. Like, no, okay. I would not do that.
Oh, sweet.
Trying to, what a pass.
Awesome.
What a pass.
Woo.
Sorry, we're trying to get into this, right? Like, woo, we're going to get hype in a little bit, right? We're going to have music, crowd noise next week.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, we're working on it. But, yes, through Aubrey, I knew 2 brothers. They were like 2 years apart, I think. So, yes, I did actually know a brother, whatever, and his brother, you're trying to get me canceled. Stop it.
I'm not. I just thought like you had a little sauce to you. That's all I didn't know.
No. I'm generic.
No, I'm sauceless. No worries.
I am very generic.
sauce.
I go to bed at 9 now, right? And that's pushing it.
Non-saucy.
Is 9 o'clock a generic time? What about like 9:30? Get a little wild.
9:05.
That 9:05. That's it. All right. I'm already like alarm on, and I'm all curled up in the sheets, like time for school tomorrow. I'm ready. Like so excited.
Focus. We're talking about our new district.
Oh, our district. Can you give me that real quick? I'm so sorry, Bob. Hang on. Hocus pocus. We need to focus. All right. We had the Crumb.
That's my bad.
Yeah, Crumb scrimmage last week. Ferris Yellow Jackets tonight. Like I said, next week we do start against Denton at C.H. Collins. And then we have the Brewers, Kaufman, and Lake Worth. That is going to wrap up our non-district games. We do have 4 this year, a little bit of a smaller district in the 4A. It's pretty common. So we will start district play against the Paris Wildcats. We will then go on a really long road trip to Nevada Community against the Braves. That's a road trip, Bob. Be prepared, all right? That's far. No, it's we've almost a 2-hour road trip.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel bad for the kids in the bus. Panther Creek, really good. We play them October 18th. October 25th, that's when we will take on Aubrey. Sulphur Springs Wildcat, that's the other one. You were
Are
thinking
these home or away games, Tips?
They're
you
all
see,
of them.
this says 2024 season. I don't have the legit details on it. I know we play Salina at Salina, right? Or is that no? I have to click on it. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Okay, so Salina in the season, that is away. So Fab, how do I go back here? Is that the back arrow? Okay, Sulphur Springs, that's a trip. Please tell me at home. It's at home, district game, 88.9 the Nest. Caca! You'll hear it right here. Let me go back. Aubrey, I do believe that is at Aubrey. That is at Aubrey. That is going to be October 25th. Panther Creek is at home. That's our pink out game. That's our October pink out game. So That's always a big thing. We'll hand out a check that night. Quarterback Club gets well involved in that night. Again, like I said, the really long road trip all the way out in Nevada, Texas, zip code 75173. That's the far one. All right, that's gonna be October 4th. That is a Friday. My birthday is that Wednesday. Put that in my bragging montage. Oh my goodness, I'm just bragging. And we start district at home again. That will be on 88.9 The Nest.
Intercepted.
In a pick here, and they're gonna blow it dead.
Blow it dead. Good job.
And then Lake Worth, we added them kind of late. That's a crazy story. That's gonna be our homecoming game. So homecoming this year, September 20th. Kaufman is the one I've been looking forward to, right? That is away at the Kaufman Lions Stadium. Saw them at the State 707 tournament. You know, they were staying at my hotel, and they were like, Lake Dallas, can't wait to beat y'all this year. All right, I told all the kids that, so we got some hype for that game for sure. Brewer, that is going to be at home as well. That's our first responders night. And then Denton Broncos to start the season out again. I know I went down the list and I went back up with all the locations, but there you go. Fabulous Fab helping me run the program again. I have nothing here right now. Sorry about that.
Oh, yes,
but
there you go.
We are working in new players. We are working in broadcast movements here, but we are primed and ready for next Thursday. Bob, give us some. Give us a Dent Company, Dent in the Head football talking point. Like that. That's a new
Tackling.
Tackling. Okay.
Tackling. The one thing with the new UIL rules that have been in effect for a while, it's hard to get your hands on somebody and bring them down to the ground in the summer. So these first few weeks, wrapping up gang tackling and getting to the ball are crucial. And I'll say it next week. I'll say it this week too. Special teams. Nobody practices special teams really in the summer. You don't really know what it looks like until you're on the field. Everything changes when you get hit in the mouth a little bit. I remember my senior year, very first game of the year, we were horrible on special teams. That was the only time, anytime in high school, we watched film on special teams. Everybody, they were upset and they changed everything week 2. So keep an eye on tackling and special teams.
That's a you problem. What is the saying? Special teams, special players, special plays, right? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? So, yeah, special teams, big part. We got some kickers this year, right? Let me tell you. I was watching them kick in the pregame, and they were almost clearing the track. That's a kicking distance, let me tell you. So, special teams, we should be able to get some longer field goals this year. We have Thomas in at quarterback. We have some receiver depth for sure. O-lineman depth. We have Scott Sander, his kid, Hayden. He's the center. So we got plenty of trench. Looking here, we have Harvey over here working the camera. Harvey, thank you so much because I can't multitask, as y'all saw. So our D line is already making plays right now in this scrimmage, showing that we have plenty of meat on the bone when it comes to a really important part of the game, which is the trenches. The trenches is what sets apart different teams, right? Let's talk about college football real quick. What is the number one conference in all of college football there, Bob?
The Big 12.
All right. We're going to try that again. All right. This is your second opportunity at this, all right? We're already kind of eliminated a bigger one.
Was he wrong?
He's wrong.
Oh.
Can you give us another one that might be the best?
The Pac-2.
Bob, we're going to have to find a new sideline guy, all right? You got to come prepared with more information here, all right? Take 3. Oh, I just threw my phone.
I was like, why are you taking such a dramatic pause?
I threw it got caught in my pocket. Anyway, we're good. All right, take 3. Give me your third conference.
The SEC? The Southeastern Conference?
The Southeastern Conference, which got even better this year with the additions of Oklahoma, little brother of the University of Texas. So, yeah, I think the SEC that just shows you there's a reason why they've had 8 champions in that, and I don't know, it's basically the SEC invitation. Like, let's be honest, right? The SEC has dominated.
Does that really count if it's just Alabama and Georgia, though?
LSU's mixed in there.
Once.
Florida won a couple there with Saban and Timbo.
I don't know if that even counts. Tim Tebow was still a quarterback. Since then, he's been a tight end and a running back and a punt blocker.
How many people go to the NFL and kind of piddle out?
I would never know. I didn't get past this level, and neither would you.
Yeah, you're right. I went to college.
Are you speaking from experience?
I went to college.
I am speaking from experience. I don't know.
Yeah, look, I don't like saying the word Pete, but our best athletic abilities definitely stayed at high school.
Yeah,
and those
our
are
football knowledge goes about as far as here.
Is it a decade for you now?
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year will be a tenor.
Wow, so I'm at an 8 then. I'm sad.
You're sad. I got gray hairs, brother.
Do you actually? You sit at a desk all day.
That's stressful, man. I had to deal with you coming up behind me too. That was added stress.
I don't know how to respond to that. At your job?
What do you life, man? You
Oh,
know,
life.
brothers
Yeah.
just hop up. I didn't
Okay,
ask for
I
them.
get it. Because I was behind him in graduation. All right, I'm glad we clarified that.
Oh, good pass. Good pass. Keep going.
Man, I'm so excited for the season.
Yeah, that's at least a 10-yard gain out of that.
And look,
Nice.
and our coaches look like they're not super happy about the results of it too. So, pretty big gain there, right? We were in a tough spot. This gives us 3rd and manageable. About 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. I can't tell. I think we're going to go 3rd and 4 here. It is marked at the 25 as if it was a touchback. So 25 to the 35. Marked.
And I think these are the ones out there, correct?
31. Yes, this is our one. So at quarterback you have Thomas. He is from Little Elm. Right beside him, Dylan the Debacle Brockle. Some other moving parts as well. There
There you go.
There he goes. That's
There you go.
plenty.
Look at that.
And
Look at
he's
that.
so fast.
Look at that.
And he's gone.
He's at
Ref,
the 20,
get out of the
15,
way.
10, 5,
5.
he could touchdown.
Let's
Falcons.
go, baby. Right? Oh, camera. Dang, we didn't get it. We are so sorry, but Dylan the Debacle Brockle
I'm just watching, man.
touchdown
That's a great
Falcons.
run.
We're
That was
just
a great run.
We're getting warmed up, all right? We have the camera guy next week. He's locked in. The electrician, Josh, has us. So yeah, we're ready. All right, we're so sorry. So we're gonna
not
flip.
tonight. We're not.
Yeah, we're now going to flip the script. We're gonna go the opposite direction. We're now going toward the scoreboard, our DACU Credit Union scoreboard down there. Thank you, DACU Credit Union, for the scoreboard that we've had now for what is this, year 4, year 3 of it? Year 4 of that. Yeah, we got it right when.
And they upgraded
Jason
from
Young
a scoreboard
started, right?
to a whole stadium.
Yeah, that is true. They have DACU Stadium up there. What used to be the old I said a packaging.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Good.
Good.
Go.
Keep going.
Oh,
Don't forget the camera, boys.
Way. Touchdown Falcons Part 3.
I did the camera.
Woo! We got the camera action here. That's Brett's brother. There's 3 of them. We have one that's a freshman. We got this young lad right here. So we lose Brett to retirement, senior retirement we'll call it. He graduated last year. So another Brett had to stand up, and I'll tell you something. They're almost like guaranteed. That's so crazy. Yeah. They have glue hands. Like, did Mike Young play receiver, or is he kind of surprised by this as much as we are?
He probably would tell you he played receiver, but there's no way he's got hands.
He got feet for hands, maybe. Dropping everything. I don't know. But here we are.
I can tell you from experience, he could never seem to hold on to his hat during the game. It always ended up on the ground.
Well,
there you go.
That was a spike job for sure, man. He was like, I remember he would lose it. All right, we're not going to talk about it. We don't want him to watch his back. He's like, why y'all talking about me, huh? You know, so
I think he's going to think that anyway.
Right. He probably wants to be talked about. Let's be honest, right? We know. Do you see him? Is he below me somewhere?
Is that the guy that's coming up here? Looks like he's really mad.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's really mad. No, I'm just kidding. He's not mad. He's chilling. But
he's rushing Bob.
Second and very short. If I had to guess, we're going to hand it off. We do not have roster. I do not know everybody's name. My apologies.
Number 17. There he goes.
Big gain here, enough to
boy.
move the sticks. So it's going to bring up a first down for the Falcons at the 40-yard line. And we are not doing a quarter mock yet. That is something they do toward the end of scrimmage. This is just giving the ones against the ones a chance. Both you'll get 2 series or 3 series for each side as far as offense, defense for both teams. And then they'll switch it over and let I don't like using backups. But a lot of them are going to be backups because we use so many players in so many different formations that everyone's utilized in different ways.
There you go.
All right?
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, so close.
So close. That was.
Do they count as backups if they're utilized in the offense?
That's. It's just confusing, and that's what I don't like. And everyone says the backups, but the problem is, they're technically like, what are we going to start the game out? Like, do you count yourself as a starter if you're the first formation? Like, if we go in empty and we have 5 receivers out there on the first play, does that mean they're all getting counted as the starter? Like, it's iffy. So I just.
Well, it's kind of like even when you watch like the Sunday Night Football intros, sometimes they'll have like 14 guys on the defense because 2 of those dudes are like nickel backs.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Go, go, go.
Tuck the ball.
There you go.
Tuck the ball.
Good
Ooh,
job.
okay. Oh, I saw a flag get thrown. I'm not really sure what it is. Oh, the ref is pointing at him, so this is going to go against the Yellow Jackets. So
They're
technically,
screaming at him to get out.
technically, it would be about 15 yards from here, but they'll probably just spot and go just because, but they will move it 15 yards normally if it's a dead ball foul, the way the ref was talking to that player. So third down and very short. 3rd down and 2 for the Falcons here. Thomas in the shotgun formation. To his left is running back. Sorry, I can't see the number from here. Is that 8? Oh,
6.
throws it away. The ball's thrown away, and that's a good throw away.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, so running back number 6 to his left. This is going to bring up 4th and 2. Let's see. This is definitely go for it territory in high school, right? We're definitely going to go for it here. It's also a scrimmage.
Especially in a scrimmage, for
Yeah, I was
sure.
going to say, it's
Yeah.
also a scrimmage. Like, I don't know. Maybe if a state title's on the line, maybe you're like, yeah, punt it, and let's get them back down inside the 10. But for a scrimmage,
Not in my dynasty, we don't.
oh, your dynasty, let me know. How many championships have you won with UAB?
Actually, just one, but I'm on my 3rd season at USF.
Oh, USF.
I wanted the
South
pipeline of Florida.
Okay. There's a lot of good high school teams, but 4th down, the snap, throws it.
There you go.
Oh.
Number 11.
But that's going to be enough to move the chains for sure. A gain
Absolutely.
of a lot.
Woo!
Oh, chill. This is a scrimmage. Why are we so mad? But here we are. This is where we're going to flip the script. Our starting defense, or our defense will go out there now in whatever formation. It'll probably just be our base coverage here. Don't forget, I know we know all of the defense still, Bob, but we do not give it out in case people watch us. All right? But we are going to be in our base defense here, right? Our too high.
whatever that could be.
Our too high show. Is it cover 2? Is it cover 4? Do we go into a cover 3? We don't know.
Are we bringing the heat from which side? I have no idea.
Are we bringing all of the corner blitz right here? Like, what are we going to do? So that is, we're coming out here. We're going to show.
To anybody that's an opposing team that is watching, though, we do like to run Engage 8 a lot, just
Yes,
FYI.
we love Engage 8. We love it. All right.
So if you're game planning on this, game plan for Engage 8.
We also love, I don't know, a bear front. We love to run bear all the time. That's all we ever do. We
love to drop 11.
Yeah, we drop 11 in a coverage for sure. That's what we always do. People actually watching at home are like, we never do any of this. Like,
They're like, these guys don't know anything.
these guys don't know anything. Like, what are they doing? But yes, we're going to be in a base coverage here. I do believe this year we're going to have 4 down linemen, 3. So we're going to have a 4-3 here, 4 in the secondary. We do show a cover 2 look. That's pretty obvious if you ever watched us. It's been the same way for a long time, and our defense has been kind of cooking the last couple years, so I don't see any changes. We do have a mobile quarterback here, which is always my biggest fear when it comes to our type of defense we run. But, yeah, we're good. Hey, what are you doing? Knock it off. It's a scrimmage. It ain't that deep. It is kind of deep, though. I get it. It's like this is like one of the few times you've had contact against anybody, not yourselves, right? You're not 1s and 2s in practice. You're actually hitting against a live opponent. So I totally get it. Sometimes you're like the testosterone's at an all-time high.
So what do you know about Ferris?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Absolutely nothing. I do know that the new thing in football is to have the sniffer back, right? We have the sniffer back. We do like to see that. We run it a lot too.
Oh.
Helmet comes off. That's going to be out for a play. So number 5, we'll see you in about 48 seconds. They'll probably just let him stay in right here just because it's a scrimmage. But normally he is out. So yeah, let's see what we do here. I'm so excited.
But you don't know what district they're in?
No. I don't know.
What division, anything like that?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't.
You know, because sometimes we play up up a division?
We do have, as a 4A school, we're playing some 5A schools.
Right.
And non-district, which I'm fine with. I mean, we just came from 5A. It's not like it's just an average Joe 4A school trying to go up and play against like a meaty 5 school or 5A. No, we're used to it, right? It's been a year. It's not like it's a crazy difference, right? We're just a little bit smaller in class size.
Well, we've always played Denton.
Always played Denton.
And they've
never
always
liked
been
them.
one up, so that always gave us a good start with a bigger class of kids. So I was just curious if you knew anything about Ferris.
What are they in? Are they in like Ferris, Texas? Is that a good guess? Okay, good guess.
Pretty sure.
Good guess there.
Lake Dallas.
Lake Dallas.
Yeah.
But we're in Corinth.
But they're not.
Ferris is down there off 45 on the way to Corsicana.
Oh, look at
That
you.
is true.
Look at you.
They had to drive a little ways.
And they got a drive-in movie theater down there.
Ate his lunch. Yes,
Oh,
they
okay,
do.
eat it. I get it. Oh, Tumble, that was cute. Did you see that?
Is that?
I did. I was like, am I seeing this right?
Yeah, he was just. He was trying to catch his feet and then couldn't and just started tumbling, rumbling, stumbling, tumbling. Right? We do that. Running backs do that. But yes, we are super, super excited. Bob, whenever you want to, you can come up here. You want to keep hanging out down there? You can go for it. I mean, I like you.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, listen, I'm the new guy. I didn't want to overstep and just come up when I wasn't allowed to come up. I'm just waiting for the okay
for
from the
sure.
big boss.
We
to
don't
play.
have Cameron. Cameron's not here to eat all the nachos.
He needs to do an interview. Coach interview though.
I mean, you could
gotta-
possibly do that.
Oh, should I do one of the in-game interviews like they do now?
Probably not. Knowing him, he might turn around and yell at you.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just
find
Might
kidding.
make me get in. He might
can
be like,
find
you
another
want to talk?
coach.
Go get in.
Yeah,
You can
but
find another coach.
no, Jason Young, what a great guy. So glad that he is here. Oh, thank you. Hey, if you ever get thirsty, we have a water for you. I don't know why I said it
here
in
I
that
come.
voice.
Speaking my language
All
now.
right, you want a water? All right, we'll see you here in a minute. All right, buddy. I'm going to hang
All
up
right,
on the
go
phone.
Falcons.
All right, go Falcons. But Bob's on his way back up here. He wants to get in the AC, so if you hear somebody yelling in the background, do not be alarmed. It is Bob. Nah, I don't think we do.
No,
There's not a band or
there's not-
anything going on.
No, there's not that many. Not that many people. Oh, thanks for the water.
Were these in the fridge still? Oh, you got to go down? Thank
we
you.
didn't even notice it.
No. Man, if it was a snake, it would have bit us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, scramble, scramble, scramble. Is he going to get out of it? Oh, right into the coach.
That coach was running for his life.
Yeah, he was.
Man,
was
he
about-
just stared at our players like we just did it on purpose.
He was about
Calm
to
down,
get
buddy.
eating lunch. Now the quarterback coach is getting
A little heated.
getting involved. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You're probably expecting
Get rid of it. What are you doing, man? Come
that.
on.
I mean, throw it away. So I understand it, but this
Not that
is
fast.
it gets. I think you're just kind of thinking everything should be smooth as Is butter smooth? Is that
Well,
right?
yeah, 'cause
smooth
you're
as
hoping
butter.
your off
That's a
season
saying,
went-
right?
You hoping
Smooth
your
as butter.
Season went well, and
Smooth as warm butter on a buttermilk baked biscuit. Is that was a good one. That was a good little analogy, metaphor. What are we doing here? I don't know.
that
That's-
makes about as much sense as a cow stuck in a river.
That's a saying. Oh wow,
That's a great hit.
good
right
lick
at the
there.
line of scrimmage.
So yeah,
No gain.
I'm happy. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. But we'll do during the live scrimmage. We'll actually do more of like the actual mock thing. I know right now you're probably like, these guys don't care. They're not even. We're easing into it, right? We're trying to get our sea legs back of knowing we're on the air. Everything we say is recorded and in history forever. So we are working slowly into this. But once we start the live quarter, which is it's going to be 12 minutes, right? That's what every quarter is in high school football. 12-minute quarters, 48 minutes total. When we get to that, we'll actually treat it as if this is the real deal. All right.
Homework is to go through the schedule and figure out our nicknames this year for the players.
Go through the schedule or the roster?
Oh, he meant
The
roster.
sorry.
No, he.
Like nickname for the team?
Hey, you know what? I'm not mean like
Well,
Bob.
that too.
I knew what he meant.
Sure, 'cause I can make up some nicknames.
Yeah.
Remember when I
Look,
rocked the
I'm
baby?
new to this thing.
I rocked the baby that one time. That wasn't allowed, but,
You know what, Harvey? You know what? You knew what you meant, and
yeah.
you meant what you said, and I
Yeah.
totally understood where you're
Got
going with
it.
it. I'm
Got
smelling what you're stepping in,
Bob,
sir.
Bob is just trying to be difficult.
I just wanted to do the homework correctly. Harvey, I want an A.
When was the last time you did homework?
When's the last time you got an A?
Nice because you knew me.
Oh boy.
So,
You guys.
Y'all remember Hopkins last year?
Yeah.
Hopkins is actually going. He's a linebacker. He could get mixed in still at running back, but the craziness of I'm gonna rephrase that question or that statement. The awesome comeback and how crazy I was acting against during the Emerson comeback game. Remember that? The comeback at Toyota Stadium, and I was like, almost fell out the window. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
A really small window. I almost fell. But that was awesome. All right, that was awesome. I'm glad we were there for that, and we ran the same thing over and over and
want this
over.
No, hold on, we're good. He's already hooked this one up for me, so now I have to use it.
But the mic doesn't work, does it? Or does it? Oh, that's our guest headset. So now you're testing out the guest headset. Perfect.
I'm like Roy Kent.
We've also bailed on that headset, and like I'll just run out and let them interview whoever. I've done that before.
True.
That's a crazy thing. What is the biggest guest we can get on this year? Like I'm thinking, like we've gotten Darryl on a couple times. We've had Shagun, who's also played college ball. We've had him on. Ooh, is he back?
Is he around?
He moved back?
Yeah, he's been back for like 2 years.
Okay, I know he's been back.
I've seen him at some of the games.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, pull him up here.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I'll ask him.
What do you think he's most proud of in his career?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, second round draft pick's pretty solid.
that's solid, but like,
And
do you
also,
think he's like,
I think
whoa,
finishing out
where'd I go?
on-
Oh, I'm back. That was
Finishing out a contract in the NFL.
and
Right.
being like, I'm done,
Finish
and
out
walking
a
away,
contract
being
with the
happy.
Packers. Yeah, like I mean
He was on the
tough
pack.
to do.
Dude, what
Sure.
he did at Iowa was nuts. The one-handed pick is crazy
It's
still.
also he's like the
Whoa.
perfect.
Hey,
Is that me?
that's
Yeah.
you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't hear y'all though.
Oh.
What? You can't hear us?
I mean, I can because we're in the same room, but like not in these
Oh.
things.
Oh, that'll work.
So I
It's
guess
fine.
it still works though. But he's one of the type of prospects that you watch go from, like a good corner and then like see their rise all the way up to like this guy could be a first round pick.
Right.
It's just like the right circumstances, making the right play at the right time in the right game, and then people start looking like, oh wait, this guy's pretty darn good.
Like that one-handed interception that he had in the end zone
still
it was a
an all-timer.
touchback, right?
Yeah, still an all timer.
The fact that he did that on a big
Live game
a
against
live
Ohio
game
State. JT
against
Barrett.
Ohio State.
Old friends, JT Barrett,
Yes.
friends technically from Wichita Rider.
Like a big opponent like that just puts you on the map and instantly like
They
his
upset them
stock
that year, I believe, right?
his stock
Yeah.
went through the roof.
He had
And of
3
course,
picks that game.
of course Iowa. I mean Iowa, we don't know what happened to them offensively, but they're still good at defense.
That happened.
They're still good at defense.
Defense doesn't win.
Defense
championships. It does, but you have to also have some offense.
Okay, you know what? I'm glad you said that because I've always said defense wins
Oh,
championships.
there you
and
go.
I get it.
Great pass.
Great
Great
pass.
pass.
Hits a seam.
Woo!
Plenty of room.
That kid's
Plenty
got some
of
speed.
separation.
Touchdown,
Touchdown Falcons.
We don't have a crowd cam or crowd mic, but it is so loud down there. Y'all
Is
can't
it
hear, but
actually?
it's-
Really?
It's always so quiet in here. It's
You
all
can
like
feel
it-
you can feel the press box shaking. Yes.
Dude, my favorite thing about games out here is like if it's a big third or fourth down and everybody is stomping their feet in the bleachers and everything's just shaking. You're like, oh yeah,
Basically, Camp
this is
Randall.
football, baby.
It's Camp Randall in the fourth quarter. Up
It's
there, I'm telling
awesome.
ya.
Here's another great thing. Well, all right.
Your
Kind
dramatic
of a
pauses
bad
too
thing.
dramatic.
It's a great thing, but it's kind of a
During
bad
the COVID times, right, the UIL redid the rules to where we can go live. And you know what? Since then, they've been like, you know what? Why
not
not
so-
keep it going?
Not so bad.
So here we are. We're always live, which can be scary and dangerous.
there you go.
Is it?
But we're live.
Ball.
Ball. Did you
Yeah.
see
Is that
ball?
Our
I did
or
not
is
see
that
ball
their
out.
That's our ball. Their ball.
Our
no,
ball.
it's our ball.
That's
We
tree.
were-
That's tree in Spanish.
You're
by
like,
the way.
you're
got,
like,
uh,
you're like,
That's
got
our ball,
caught
ain't
in
it?
the back.
That's our ball. If you get that reference, let us know in the chat.
ugh. Getting the chat going. Is there anybody in the chat right now?
Watch it be just
They're
loaded full of
asking
people.
What certain players were, like who's number 7 for late down attack?
Yeah, we're so sorry, but we're trying to. Numbers can still change.
I can tell you that he's
Our-
a Falcon through
Well,
and
it
through.
did update, I
All-star
believe,
free play.
from
Max
last
Preps?
week.
Max Preps updated? or-
Maybe, but the original roster I got from Coach Sander, checking it again like yesterday, has changed. So there's some numbers that have changed, which is pretty typical for getting into the preseason stuff, right? So
Yeah, that's pretty normal. And also you have some kids that might have done the JV scrimmage, and now they're here as well because they're borderline, right? You have a sophomore or something. You're like, I mean, right? Let's get them in here. Throw them in too. See what happens, right?
I believe in the original roster there was like maybe 2 sophomores. So it's very possible.
We do try to carry.
There you go. Look at that.
Keep following that line.
There you go.
I mean, look at that. Look how far up our line is already. Like we were still 5 yards in front, which you get close to the big man downfield, 5-yard penalty. But
you love a good screenplay, though. I mean, it's when it's executed right. It's one of the prettiest plays in sports. And I've never been a running back, but I can only imagine looking up and seeing 3 of the big guys in front of you and be like, oh wow, this could work out pretty good for me.
It's got to be better too, right? If you get handed the ball and you're like, oh, I got to make a. Oh, I don't have to make a cut. And there's a giant, like the C's parted.
I know you're aware of this, as I have been. On the other end of that, when you're the DB and you're like, oh, I might be able to make a play on this ball.
And then here comes
you look up and here comes 3 linemen. You're like, business decision, coach. Sorry, I'm just getting out of the way, dog. Yeah. There's no point in me being there.
In the days of you're scared for your life with the lineman running at you, so you're like, I'm going to cut it. Those days are gone. You can't do that anymore. You got to absorb the contact, and as a little man, average height,
I always turned into a matador, actually. Like, I stood in there until
with the red
very
cape.
last second, then I just, ole! Coach was like, you got to get in there, Bob. I was like, no, I don't. It is the first quarter.
Like the restaurant in Denton?
Yeah.
El Matador? I love that place.
Great place. Not a sponsor, but it's good.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Should be.
Business decisions here, not a sponsor.
Should be if you are listening.
Let us know in the chat if you want to be.
If you're here, we will take chips and queso before every game, yes.
We do have to go to CH Collins next weekend.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're pretty close. Just Uber Eats it to us, please. Give someone $15 to drive it to CH, right? I'll be running in there.
Just pick it up on the way.
Uber.
Just pick it up on the way.
I could pick it up.
You got to pick it up.
I'm already going to be late.
Yeah, you're already going to be late.
Why not?
Breaking
news. If you're ever late somewhere, if you come with food, people are like, "Oh, you stopped to get food." And you're like, "I was already late."
It's like coming in late to work. You bring donuts.
Bring donuts. Bring coffee for yourself.
I mean, I was late here, but I brought food for myself. I had something going. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I was a little busy.
It was a little rude.
It was
just saying.
I'll never. I mean, at least I showed up. I know 2 people didn't show up today, so
that's true.
They claim they have friends.
Yeah.
No, their friends are here.
Here we go. 2's still in. We saw one crazy series.
Bro, these falls started
early,
every time.
Early.
Offside.
All right, there you go.
Great pass. Go down.
He's kind of a side slinger, isn't he?
He is.
Quarterback.
He is.
I like that, though. I'm okay with that.
What are they doing down here?
What are you pointing at?
Down here.
Those are benches.
No, the players that had each other's face masks like tug of war.
When did that start? I hate you. I hate you. And
I hate you. They're like 2 dogs barking at each other on the other side of the fence.
You ready for the other thing I can't stand?
Arf, arf, arf. And you're like, bro, chill.
You don't have mitts on, and they're just helmet punching each other. You're going to break a finger.
I'm not going to co-sign this, but I've heard other people say, why are you swinging the head like the throat is wide open? So why are you know what I mean? Like you're swinging at a helmet.
We don't condone violence.
We
do not condone violence. In fact, it hurts your team 15 yards usually, right?
The only stomping we prefer is on the scoreboard.
Yes, right? And right now ours says 0-0. All right, we will do a live quarter mock here in a little bit. But, yeah, I did get to work with, here we go, big run.
Good run.
Slide.
Good run.
Jump out. Thank you.
Yep.
Look, he's kind of got some swag to him. I don't know. It's a little natural swag.
Juice.
Little swag of swag.
Little natural juice.
I would say Cade gave that to them last year, but does Cade talk?
Cade talks when he needs to talk. A man of few words, when he says them, they're powerful.
Okay. I heard. He's
an Aggie. He's on the other side of that Lone Star Showdown.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
You know what? It's fine.
How do you think that's going to turn out this year, by the way?
Why? I mean,
just give me a score prediction.
There's already rumors of A&M looking to leave because they're so mad we joined.
Well, they got to play him this year, so give me a score prediction. That's why I said this year.
You know what? It's one of those things to where you never know what's going to happen. It's like Texas and OU. You never know how bad Texas is and how good they'll play in that game. Or like even this year when everyone's like, dude, Texas is winning the Natty, right? And then OU goes in there and puts a stop into them pretty early.
I'm going to College Station for that.
I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go there, right? All right, here we go. Shout out. Sorsby, we miss you. Glad you are. Hey, Big 12 football, baby.
Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati. Says, love some Falcon football, dirty bird mentality. Absolutely. I heard that from Coach Jason Young himself. same thing, Dirty Bird mentality. And you know what?
Always.
He's always been a guy that is, culture. Coach Young is always – both Coach Youngs, right?
I mean,
we've always been a culture.
From the moment he showed up. I mean, you guys, we just talked about it. It was 10 years ago. I remember the first time he showed up, we were Falcon Pride. We were coming outside to do some conditioning.
You're like, who's this guy?
And this guy's standing in the middle of the field just bouncing back and forth. I mean, ball of energy. And we're all like, who's the psycho at the 50, dude? But that was the mentality. He was like, come on, you got to get a little wild.
And you know what? We've seen a big uptick in I'm trying to say
Sound
the
it out,
department.
brother. Sound
What
it
is
out.
this?
We're here for you.
What is this?
Well, now I forgot. In the program.
The program.
Program.
Oh, man.
program.
Look, here you go, video game programmer over here, and I can't even say program. In the program, right? And since he showed up 10 years ago, we've seen an uptick. Semifinal. We've had some runs in the playoff as well. We've also had some untimely defeats during district play, which put us against Gainesville, but Grapevine 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then last year, we ended up as a 3 seed. Actually, no, we got lucky with the 2 seed, but then we ran into Wichita Falls, who does nothing but feed the ball to their 3
That was a buzzsaw.
250-pound running backs.
I feel like the defense has been nastier under him, too. The
defensive change
defense
is crazy.
rallies. I mean, they're flying, and I mean, you could tell they've moved some of the guys on the offense side of the ball to the defense side of the ball, just speed all over the place out there, too.
And you'll see Coach Young times, you won't see it on camera. If you're ever at the game and you're, like, listening to us, right, when the offense is on the field, yes, he's involved, but he will still take the headset off, go to the defense, and be like, look, guys, this is my bread and butter. Look, insert whatever information he has, right?
Ergo young Coach Belichick. He's like, do what you need to do over here.
I mean, I'm trying to think, like, even when we were in high school playing our junior year, that would have been my junior year. You would have, you graduated.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
a
right.
sophomore.
You're 2 years younger than
senior.
me. You're
Yes.
a baby.
I'm a baby. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Come on, make the tackle. Get him down. All right, survive to
we
play
go.
another down. We mixed in so many different looks.
Oh, yeah.
We had nickel. We had some bear front. We did – do you remember this?
Yeah, I think so.
We would do a certain play that I'm doing. So, I mean, he's always been able to know what to mix in. He would break down film and know from every second breakdown pre-snap to the snap itself and post-snap. Man, he would just give you the blueprint to what that team is going to do and make your job so easy.
I mean, he loves it. I mean, and that's what you get from a coach who was at college. I mean, Oklahoma State, making his way through the ranks. His father
UTEP,
was a
right?
coach.
UTEP?
Oklahoma State, he was at OK State too, I believe.
Yeah, but he played at – did he play at UTEP?
He had a father who was a coach who I believe had one of the most winningest teams in Kansas. I believe.
And there's the option.
Boom!
And he laid the hammer.
Laid the hammer.
Lay down, little boy.
Mercy.
Wow.
Little boy. Sorry.
Wow. Look at him.
Sorry if that's
look
your
at him.
little
Look
boy,
at him.
but,
But
yeah.
yes, same secondary. I was going to get in this earlier, but yes, I was at State 7-on-7 this year. I'd say coach with air quotes. I mean,
Yes.
everything's kind of predetermined and they work on it.
He was the adult around.
Yes, I was the adult to
The
make sure there
adult.
was no fights.
Correct.
Right? 7-on-7, if you've never been to it or seen it, it does get chaotic. I think it's just because it's so hot
Well,
and
it's
you're
so
mad.
hot, and also you're not in pads, but there is a form of physicality that's used, and sometimes you can, toe the line between, all right, dude,
Till
that's
a ref
too
yells
much,
at you.
and then there's you need to be a little more physical. So it's kind of a weird place to play in.
Yes. So we were there, and the secondary, I loved watching the secondary play. Having some.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have
Some
kids
dogs.
that are actually corners that look like corners.
I know.
Sander told us that 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
at
what
the
did
inner
he use?
squad.
He said we got some corners that are
Actually, corners.
corner height.
Yeah, he goes not like you two.
Yeah, he looked at us for that, which I guess is a compliment.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
we
do
did
it-
all right. I guess.
We did all right with what we had.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Harvey's like, I don't know if he meant this.
No.
It helps
I
me
think he
sleep
was
at
calling
night.
y'all short.
It helps me sleep at night, Harvey.
You know what? Harvey straight to the point. He was calling y'all short. But yes, we have some height. We have some. I mean, just look at it, right? Look at our safety coming over,
And these are our twos.
and these are twos. Yes, that's what's insane. This
Yeah.
the
I was
the
like, these
depth.
are our twos.
Yeah.
The depth
big
we
kids.
have this year, we were talking. I got with Coach Young a little bit. I can't remember. I think Kai Edwards got with me a little bit. Coach Edwards, the DC, who's also with McAfee. They're kind of like co-DCs together.
Gotcha.
So talking to them, they're like, you know what, we have depth, and we're kind of happy about it because, there's some seasons where you might have a great starting 11. If you have an injury, you're like,
moving things around.
yeah, you're like, all right, we got to move some people in order to make it. That is not a problem for Lake Dallas this year. Obviously, injuries are negative. Like, we don't want any, right? But there's so much depth. We are definitely too deep at every single position. We had a quarterback that we thought was going to be the starter this year until we had Thomas come in. So we went. So we just like deep everywhere, and it's awesome. I love having depth. We have plenty of big bodies. So for us to go from 5A, where it always felt like we were just
too small. We've always been too small.
Yes,
but it was convenient. It was convenient. Everywhere around us was 5A, and as you can tell this year, based on when you went through the schedule, you go 4A. The bus rides are a little longer.
Yeah.
You got to go to Aubrey. You got to go to Nevada. You got to go to Salina.
That's the downfall.
Speaking of Salina, they probably won't be 4A much longer. I can see them being 6A in about 2 to 3 years.
Like, what's crazy is, Salina's the last resort. Like, there's nowhere else to go. Prosper's already too big.
Prosper's too big, and they're going into Salina.
Except for Panther Creek. Somehow Panther Creek has survived. I don't understand that.
They'll end up being too big. Once Salina gets too big and they have to start shuffling around, all three of those schools will be 5A.
I'm not crazy, right? Sure. Panther Creek's over by Prosper, right?
Yeah.
Are they one of the Prosper? See, so Prosper.
It's a Frisco school, though, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just weird how the alignment.
The McKinney type area, all that's going to push into Salina, and all that's going to get big.
Yeah,
it's always seemed to be historical though that all of the Frisco high schools all went up at the same time.
Yeah, I mean they would bring in what? It was like a new school every 2 years, I think, recently, and they just somehow they'd fill that school up with 4A immediately.
The story was that way back when that the school district and the city got together and said, hey, when we get certain amount of students, we're gonna start building another school.
Yeah, and there's money for it.
Right. They always wanted to be like 4A. Like back then, they always wanted to say 4A.
Yeah.
So if they knew and projected that they were going to reach, go up a division at some point, we're building a school.
It's funny.
So that's why there's like 12 of them.
I've
spoken. Their own district.
It's funny you say that too, because I've spoken to people before, and we always talk about Denton County and like the Frisco area. If they did like Allen did, and they said, we're just going to make this school about as big as possible.
Yeah.
The Denton County, just Denton High School, that it was just Lake, Dallas, Geyer, Ryan, what's Braswell now?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else wins a state championship.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It would be tough.
There's another Denton school, right?
Braswell.
There is
another one being,
there's
like,
a new one,
there's a rumor of a new one being built, too.
Is there really? Where's that going to be? Because I mean, Braswell was about as far north
Braswell
as
Braswell's the newest one.
Yeah, is the farthest you could possibly get.
And I mean, Argyle's getting a new stadium. They're going to be huge at a point.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Their bond didn't pass.
Oh, really?
We were basically in a hunting stand there.
Were they really?
Remember that?
Yeah,
Coaches were yelling. We were like,
"We're sorry if you heard that."
You know how it be like that. But so yeah, we are. It looks like we have some special teams going on here. On camera, you do have the Lake Dallas PAT team on the field. They'll probably work their way back, get a couple field goals in, and I do believe we'll have one 12-minute running quarter. We're gonna try to get me back into it. I did, I think, 3 or 4 play-by-play last year. Bob was on color with me in the final game of the season. So we're going to kind of like mix back in here, right? We're going to do our best. No sideline guy just because of heat. We want to protect ourselves.
Absolutely.
We're out of shape. These guys have been practicing since the beginning of August. I mean, look at him. He's in a shape.
We are out of shape. We are in a shape.
He's in a shape.
Aren't we all?
I'm in one. I'm working on mine.
Polygon.
What are you working on it for?
I felt a little embarrassed sometimes looking at myself in the mirror.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm working on a me problem. I'm working on me.
You need to learn to love yourself, not fix yourself.
Oh. Look
you
good.
didn't see that coming. He's
that shook me.
We're getting deep.
I'm shook.
We're getting depth. We said we got a lot of depth.
We got plenty of depth.
Plenty of depth.
Yeah,
so
you got plenty of it there, buddy.
We can get as deep as we need to. You want some?
Nope, you can keep it.
All right, you're about 100 pounds soaking wet.
No.
Yeah.
170
soaking
wet.
It's fun to be able to say that to someone else.
Look good, play good. That was always a saying we said.
We got a left-footed kicker and a right-footed kicker?
Yes, we have 2 kickers. I do remember that from last year. Look at that.
Depends on the wind.
Plenty
now,
of legs.
I was going to say, is there a
leg and hash?
Well, is there a time, yeah, I guess so, where that could matter? Would you want the left-footed kicker on this hash?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because I feel like
Yeah, because you can push it from here.
Yeah, we want to push. That's right.
You want to push. You don't want to pull.
That's right.
So, like, from this one, he's got to do a little more of a hook pull. But, I mean, the hashes in high school are a little bit wider than, like, in the NFL. So, like, everybody in the NFL, that's why, like, I mean, you saw Aubrey just absolutely nuke one in his preseason
Insane.
game.
What was that, 66?
And it probably would have been good from 72.
Oh, easy. They'll try it this year.
Yeah.
Probably
If
in the
it-
it'll
if
probably
it's-
be in the playoffs against the Niners, and we'll miss it short.
Yeah, right. He makes it long, and we're inside AT&T Stadium. Somehow we make the playoffs and
He's gonna
host
make
them,
one from
right?
58, and then he's gonna miss one from 72.
So here we are. We're backing up, right? We're just gonna keep on keeping on. You know the one thing I'm absolutely trash at when it comes to football?
The yards.
Calculating yards on kicks.
Yes. Well, because you just got to add 10 from where they are. So right now it's 35.
But do you not add more for height, or do you just add
No.
from? You just do
Yeah,
end
it's
zone,
35.
right? See, look at me. I can give you.
It's a 35-yard field goal
I-
because you just add 10.
Yeah, so I can give
the
you.
end zone.
I can give you. It doesn't matter, dude. If it's live, I'm
It's
like, hang
just
on.
hard
let me
when
do
it's on
this.
the hash.
What's
Matthew,
Like when
10?
it's not right on a line, then I'm like, I don't know where that is. I got to start counting.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not a math teacher.
Then I never know where to count for. You kind of are.
No.
There's algorithms in video games. that are not.
It's all autocode now, sir.
So you don't do anything.
Wow.
You just said it yourself. It's auto code.
Well, you got to tell. It's basically like looking at a grid.
Teach me, because I don't know what you're doing.
It's like a grid.
He's now guessing through his all life.
Negative, positive,
I do stuff.
X, Y, all of that stuff's in there. You
I
can do all that.
I set up the auto code.
Set up baseline so you
Turn
don't
on
like
the
go
power.
through the floor, right? You
Speak
have to-
English to me.
Turn on the light.
I use these big words.
You know what's crazy? Some of these kids are already showing me some of these games they've made, and holy cow, they could probably teach the class too.
Probably.
Like they're really these.
You know where
kids
they
are
probably learned it at?
talented.
TikTok. Yeah, I learned how to code on
What a
TikTok.
leg,
Goodness.
dude! Look at it.
You're right. Almost
Yeah.
to the track.
I'm telling you, he might could make a 50.
You think we'd ever invest in a net?
Try it, coach. Come on.
I don't think so, just
Come
because of the
on,
depth we
for
have.
fun.
I mean,
Also
look
the
at all
track.
that.
Try
Like,
for
Well,
fun.
I wouldn't need to be that far back.
if
I
we
guess.
weren't a track school and like that was
Yeah.
by the end zone, then probably.
I had a love-hate relationship with playing off track schools. I think we only did it one time. We played at C.H. Collins, and it's so
Yes.
weird coming off the field and like the student sections
It's right there.
over your head while you're being
With
you're
the
being,
propane.
There's some words being thrown around. Probably directed at you because you blew up coverage, and there's just people up top like, bah! And you're like, dude,
I'm busy.
I'm being yelled at.
You're like, I'm working.
And then even when you walk off, you know what I mean? People are still like, get his attention. And you're like, dude, I'm trying to focus.
Yeah.
We know it wasn't girls talking to you.
Definitely wasn't. It was people telling me I suck. It was mostly tips.
Sometimes.
A couple times.
You know, we had a good relationship. Though.
Those were the ones I paid attention to, though. I was like, is that tips?
Double D.
Tips?
I miss Coach T.
I do, too.
Speak to him every now and
Do you?
then. Yeah.
Tell him stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. You know that was my quote in my yearbook.
Was it stay ready so you ain't got to get
Yeah.
ready?
Did that. Look good, play good. He said that a couple times to
LeBron
us.
James. Coach Deanisms.
Oh, I miss Coach T.
Funny guy, man. He used to call me Toast and 70.
The phone. You got two phones.
Yeah. I'm an important
I was
man.
going to finish the lyric.
I have a-
I didn't. I'm good.
I have a lot of books that smell like mahogany.
All right, we're live.
Here we go. The running clock will start now. This is going to be like a mock quarter. So we're going to be like, all right, this is the
Are you
with the timing here.
play-by-playing and I'm
With
coloring?
the timing here, we're going to say this is like the start of the third.
Are you play-by-playing?
I'll play by play. So here we go. First and
coloring.
10 from the 25 for the Yellow Jackets.
Give me those crayons.
Shotgun. It's a handoff. He
He's
does
down.
go down. I do believe he's going to be down before any contact. Knee went down. So it's going to be a loss of 2. Going to bring up second down and 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Haven't seen anything from the defense yet, right? It's been the first play, but, you know, that's got to be – obviously they got scared or something, right?
It looks like they're shaking in their boots down there. They're Nike Vapor Pros
Nike
down
Vapor
there.
Pros. You know what I was also thinking? I don't see Guardian caps, and I saw a lot of Guardian caps today, and I'm not seeing a
I
single
did
one
bring
now.
those up before, and it looks like they took them off. And what do you? Oh, I think I literally see them stacked across from us on like the 43 in a trash can almost.
Probably. Yep, that is where they are. So here we
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
Motion
so,
across, handoff. It is up the middle, and he's going to be stopped after a short
the
gain
original line
of
of
about, I think it's going to be a gain of 3 here.
That's
So it's
a-
going to bring up third down and
generous
9.
Okay, guys. So there are 2 sophomore D linemen.
Okay.
Number 62 is Cameron Foote,
Okay.
and then number 45, Kadrian Redmond.
Redmond.
Adrian Redmond, and for anybody who can't see from here, but Adrian Redmond's probably about 6'2", 6'3".
It's listed as 6'4" and 280.
6'4", 280 as a sophomore.
Here we go.
That boy
Third
been eating his Wheaties.
and
Yeah.
9. Shotgun. Here's the snap.
Oh,
It's
screen.
going to be.
They
It,
snuffed it out too.
they were trying to. He eats it by
yeah.
throwing it away.
That's
and that's
gamesmanship
going
right
to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. I see a flag being slightly thrown, halfway thrown by this ref. We're going to see what they do.
I absolutely love that from the defense right there. Sometimes you get your ears back to blitz.
But flag down on the play.
Sometimes you get your ears back to get there on the quarterback when you know that it's a pass down.
Illegal man down.
Yep,
Him
illegal
throwing
man.
that ball out of bounds made it an illegal man out of field.
Decline that,
But the
4th down.
defensive line there snuffed that out. They put their foot in the ground, and they figured out where that screen was to keep the quarterback from holding that. That's tough to do, especially when all you want to do is put your hands on somebody.
You know what was something that I've always heard and been told, not myself, I was never a D lineman, right? But you're not that good.
You're not
If you got through without even being touched or sniffed, you're not that good. Stop, sniff it out.
And that I heard that from Coach Sander quite a bit in film. Whenever we would get beat on the screen, he would say he'd stop it right there, and he would circle all the defensive linemen who
As
were
we're running up.
2 steps from the quarterback, thinking they got a free sack. And he's like, "None of you are that good." And then you got some quips back. They'll be like, "I don't know, Coach. I think I'm pretty good."
Yeah, but obviously
But
not.
You're not. If they're not blocking you, it's for a reason. Maybe you just smell bad. Also, you never know.
So they're going with I guess they're going to do
That's a
what they
punt.
thought the
Simulated.
average punt would be. So Lake Dallas is going to take over at their own 39.
How'd they
This
pick
is-
the 39? Why not just put it on the 40?
I don't know. That's-
Anyway.
we're going to go with it. But here we go.
Was
Thomas
this
in
empty?
shotgun. It's going to be a pass. They're going to let it develop. He throws it down the outside. He
great
catches it.
job.
Oh, 15 more.
Now, I
Great
think we'll be
job.
all right there, but that's going to be looks like it's going to be down to around the 40.
That was a very interesting set that I haven't seen out of Lake Dallas before. It's not with a sniffer back. They had a tight end on the wing over there and trips out to the left. So that's interesting to see. That's a different little wrinkle we've added in there.
Here we are. First down for the Falcons after a huge play. They're going to go into
Are they
a
in
sniffer
0?
formation. Hand it off to Dylan the Debacle Brockle. He's feeling his way through. He's going to gain a couple yards here. Actually going to get around 5. This is going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. Oh, maybe 6. I can't tell. Maybe it's
4.
I'm looking at this, and I mean, they've
It's
got
only
one.
4.
2nd and 6.
They've got one high safety up here. Looks like they're going to be in a cover 1 look. Look to see the Falcons run some switch routes up here at the top to try to get some mismatches, especially out of the slot.
I totally get the 1-man high here.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it. Don't get beat deep, right?
But the box
they're
is
leveled.
loaded. Yeah, the
box is loaded.
I mean, I just see the switch right here. It might be 0 right now. The safety's walking
Oh,
down.
here comes.
Yep.
Yep.
the
Get it
blitz.
away.
There it is. It was 0.
Easy. First down for the Falcons. I do believe that is Braxton.
Braxton Allison.
That's Braxton. Big gain for the Falcons. Brings up another first down. They are now in the fancy red zone, as they say.
Why is it red?
You know what? I've never understood that because I've also heard a lot of football coaches call it gold. Yes.
Really?
I think in the NFL there are people that call it they're in gold. They're in the gold area, right? This is where you get your paycheck, maybe. That's what they're trying to say.
So
I've also heard green. It's confusing, but here is the Debacle. Lowers his shoulder around the outside.
I didn't know who got thrown there. I thought it was one of our own guys.
Gains 5. Right here, so 2nd down and it's a little bit of a longer 5, I believe.
It's
But
a whole lot of
roughly
conviction
5.
in that 5.
Yeah.
5?
5? Maybe. But we're getting. Hey, remember, this is not. I got to get used to the number thing, right? We have had no football. I'm not even watching preseason NFL football. I don't care. I know it's fake.
I also can't watch it.
I'm getting my drafts.
I
now.
love a fade at the top of the screen here.
I do like it, but they're going to cheat over a little bit more because
Or
there's
slant.
doubles.
Could be a slant.
Motion across. It's a fake.
Oh, he didn't
and
get rid of the
Thomas
fading.
is going to get tackled in the backfield. They are going to blow it dead. Normally that would be a full-on sack, right? But they're going to blow it dead on any contact to protect any key players going into the season because, yet again, right, we're all within a week and a day before the real show starts, right? So protect our players. But, yes, that is not something you want to see when we were having a conversation about how good this offensive line looks. Right now, we're still crossing our T's, dotting our I's.
Look for Lake Dallas to start getting the ball out quickly here. They're bringing a lot, but it looks like they're back out in that cover 4 type
Cover
of
4
shell.
type look. Yep. So it's going to be right here. It's a
They
beautiful
love that.
screen underneath.
There you go.
Not read very well by the defense. It's going to be enough to get back a lot of it, but it's going to be 4th down and short for the Falcons. And it looks like the field goal team is going to come on with 8:24 as the clock keeps on ticking
They're actually going to let him kick it.
in this fake mock 12-minute quarter. But here we go.
12-man draft.
Here we go. We are looking at a 31-yard field goal. See, I'm getting good. I'm getting better.
Cool, yeah.
Look at you.
We're learning something now.
Math.
Number 29.
I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to get you
So,
all kinds of rosters.
29?
Kick is up. Plenty
And
of
I-
leg.
is
Is
that
it
good?
through?
It's not good.
Wide left. So it is still going to be goose eggs up on the scoreboard. 7 minutes, 53 seconds left in this fake
Can't
quarter.
tell you. The kid's got a leg on him, though. If you
Okay.
live in a house behind Meadowview, be careful.
Yes, you might get hit. You are within striking distance of this absolute missile leg.
29, senior Mitchell White.
Mitchell, I
Mitchell
knew
White.
that. We
Did
knew
you?
that.
You clearly didn't. It's on air. It's live.
Yep.
Everybody heard you not know
Sorry,
it.
sorry, Mitchell. I've talked to you before several times. That's on me.
Yeah, it is.
You got to come up with a nickname.
That was our homework. You can't give it to me right now.
Yeah, that's your homework.
It's my homework?
Yeah,
I'm not up
I
here,
have
dude.
volleyball
I'm
practice.
I'm down there. Have the girls come up with it. But come up with some nicknames, guys. If you do,
What?
we'll take off some running.
Maybe that's part of your player tags. As to,
Maybe.
what's your nickname?
So here we are. Defense back
What's your-
out there.
What's
Is
your
this
call sign?
The twos, it
the
looks
twos?
like.
This is the
No, I think it might be the
ones.
ones. It's the ones. I don't know, actually. I don't know anything.
I don't. Yeah,
Well,
we're
I mean,
working on it.
I'm unpaid.
It
I'm
looks
an
like the
unpaid
ones
intern.
for Ferris.
We are split back, motion across.
Yep.
It's
back,
play
back,
action.
yep.
It's definitely gonna be thrown out
They're
into the
gonna work.
flat and plenty of room. I almost said the Cowboys. Did you hear me? But the Falcons are gonna make a tackle, but it's going to be enough for a yellow
Cowboys don't make
jacket
tackles.
first down. Parsons can for about halfway through the season, then he gets tired and quits playing.
He's a real podcaster these days.
He needs to.
Who isn't a podcast?
He
Do you
needs
have
to
a podcast?
run cardio.
Do you have a podcast?
No.
I feel like everybody has a podcast. I sure as heck don't.
You know what? That's actually a valid point. Fab has a podcast.
You got a podcast?
I just got looked at and was like, "You're dumb."
He was thinking, he's like, do I have a podcast? Who has a podcast?
You listen to a lot? I mean, I think they're a great way to. I don't want to say waste time or kill time, but it's something to do
Absolutely.
while you're doing something.
Because you don't have to look at it. Like
No.
you can just like hear it. But also, I have the attention span of a goldfish. And midway through, I'm like, I'm bored.
I'm
Not
more
even
like a
midway.
dog.
I get like 6 minutes through, and I'm like, what else is going on?
I'm like a dog.
Why?
Squirrel. Like I just get like, oh, look.
Dogs
look.
can focus though. Goldfish can't.
Oh, I can focus if
You
I
can train
want,
a
but
dog.
I mean, if I say a tennis ball, I'm ball. I'm like that. I had to tell my kids that
Like
today.
Doug.
Yeah, like from Up. Doug from Up.
Doug.
What
My
a great
name is
dog.
Doug.
Hi, I am Doug. Underrated movie? Or
I think it's-
overrated?
I think it's properly rated.
Properly?
I don't think it's overrated at all. Because I mean, like, listen, it still tugs on the heartstrings, man.
Top 10 Disney movies go.
That is
Slash Pixar.
I could top 10.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's top 10? Or are you asking me?
I'm
if it's
asking you,
top
do you think it's top 10?
Ooh.
Lilo and Stitch? You think it's higher than Lilo and Stitch? Focus. You're right.
Focusing.
Here we are. And blow it dead
Now
here.
it
He's
is,
going to
yeah.
throw it at the feet. So this is going to bring up second down. We had a little bit of an injury timeout there. So it's hot, guys, right? So plenty of fluids are being passed around. It looked like a cramp. It
To
wasn't
be
anything
fair,
too
it is
serious.
hot, but it is way better than it was about a week ago. So I mean,
Mary
this
Poppins.
is
10.
10.
Number 10.
You think so?
Mary Poppins.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Dick Van Dyke.
Here we are.
I
Second
do not
down
love
and
Dick
10
Van Dyke.
after the Yellow Jackets eat it there. Just kind of throw the ball down at the receivers or at the running back's feet in the backfield. So goes down as an incompletion. No loss on the play. So Falcons can right here maybe stand on their head, only give up a couple. That is the goal for sure. Make it a third and long. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun formation. There is
Their
a sniffer
sniffer
back.
back is
Running back to the
smart.
right of the quarterback. The snap. It is a handoff. They're going to work their way back toward the left side, the visitor side, and like I said, a very short gain. Looks like maybe 2. So you're looking at 3rd and 8.
Last
Third
third
and-
down, they tried to go back to that screen here. I
long
think, I think that they're also aware that they're a little outmanned up front against this Falcon front.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see them trying to get the ball out quick here for possibly another screen or watch the draw from the quarterback here. He likes to run. He's quick. He's a quick guy.
And it's open right here. Absolutely right. Absolute empty. Here's the quarterback. He drops back. He looks like he's going to throw it, though. He does. And it's a great play by the
Hold
Falcons.
on.
Falcons are
Hold
swarming
on.
to the ball to bring up 4th down as the offense here should get the ball back. I can see them kind of walking back out. Coach Holland being surrounded by the offensive linemen. They're coming off the field right here. They might do a fake go for it here. Trying to see, are they going to say, hey, we're going to punt, like we're punting, so do 35 yards down the field.
Probably going to go for it.
So they're doing whatever this is. I don't know. Are they going to say?
Oh, he did just do a kick.
So they are one of these
they're
teams.
Quick kick it.
They're going to do where the quarterback kicks it. Yep,
yeah,
the really quick.
Kick.
So right here you will have.
They're moving the ball.
So yeah, that's what they did. They said, hey, we're kicking, call it quits, offense off the field. Here comes the Falcon offense now, I think.
You know what I'm interested in, though? They let them kick they let them kick a field goal, let them kick an extra point. Why are they going to allow them to practice punt here?
Yes, that's what they're doing. They're going to practice punt because of the dangers of special teams.
Well, also I'm saying, are they going to practice punt or are they practicing the pooch kick? Like, I'd just be interested to see them have the long snapper come out and actually, that is a part of the game. Punting is part of the game. Kicking off and kicking field goals are part of the game. I would just like to see them take it on air.
So here we go. They've already got the ball played.
Quick punt. You're like you said, it's going to go up. Wow, that's a lot further than they were gifting them earlier. So the ball goes down, finally touched around the 25, finally covered, and it looks like they're going to give the Falcons the ball at the 29-yard line. I know that's not quite where they're saying it was touched dead between the 25 and 26, but they're going to say average punt. Probably what they're doing here. They're like, hey, our average high school punt right now is 34 yards. Let's go 34. So Lake Dallas will take over at the 29.
35 was insane or something?
Why not just But Lake Dallas, the ones are back on the field on offense. Let's see what we do here.
Let's see if they're still in that cover one shell. It's cover one shell. I mean, they're pretty much in a 4-4.
Here we are.
If you want to look at it that way. But they're in man right now. Cover 0. They're going to bring some heat. I'll start free play.
Yep. They're blowing it dead because they're just not wanting no injuries, right? We're playing it safe. In the regular season, that would be a free ball, right?
I don't understand that. I mean, obviously no injuries, but I mean, it's football.
I get it.
I feel the same way about the preseason.
I mean, if somebody gets a really big jump, like their offside is so bad, player safety.
For sure.
But here we are. Lake Dallas is going to get 5 yards there. So first down and 5. Thomas is in the backfield here. The debacle is to his right. Sniffer back to the left. 2 receivers to the left. And it's a fake handoff. Play action. Thrown outside to Braxton. Yep. To Braxton. It's going to move the sticks. First down for the Falcons.
Woo.
Oh, I thought you were going to add some information there. I kind of threw it out to you.
I never know where you're going to stop.
He went,
woo. We're working on it, guys. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we've worked that Sniffer back in here. And like I said, they're loading the box here. Looks like 10 and 5 are your kind of nickel guys. And so, I mean, we're kind of just reading them.
The snap, it looks like a handoff to the debacle, who kind of gets horse-collared a little bit. I don't see a flag, but he's going to drag the defenders almost to a first down there. He's going to come up about 2 yards short to bring up second down and a short 2.
And, yeah, they've like I said, they've been in this shell. We are running the ball effectively against a 4-4, which is, I mean, the whole thing in a 4-4 is you don't want to let them run the ball effectively. So that's just going to open up all kinds of lanes and avenues for the Falcons to kind of do whatever they want. Second and short, I mean, the playbook's wide open.
Yep.
I expect to see a deep ball here or a quick screen by chance.
Here we are. Here's the snap. A handoff again to our new running back who finds plenty of space. And he sees nothing but green in front of him. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Falcons.
Careful on that track, young blood.
So, quick 6 on the board with 4:32 remaining in our mock quarter, right? Yep, we don't have the band, so we got Bob playing right here. So, Bob's doing his thing. Yay.
We're going to stand right up.
Yeah. Did you forget it already?
Yep.
All right, he forgot it. But here we are.
But you guys got the gist.
PAT attempt here for the Falcons. We are going to place, and we are going to kick. We had the lefty out here. We gave Mitchell the opportunity, and now we have, sorry, left-footed kid. I met you last year when I was at the high school. You were playing soccer. The kick is up, and it is absolutely, that was almost in the first lane of the track. So he cleared it.
Number 30?
Look out, Noah Lyles.
Was that number 30?
30.
Yes.
Cooper. Dennehy.
Yep, Cooper.
He's a junior.
Dennehy.
Didn't
he just make that?
I liked it.
He's like, huh?
I liked it. But, yes, that is 6 on the board. Make it 7 on the board. So there's not a score up there. But technically, 7-0 for the Falcons.
In our hearts.
In our hearts, it is 7-0. Falcons over the Yellow Jackets. Defense back on the field. We're going to see what they can do, but yet again, picking up right where we left off last year. Offense still big boom potential, and the defense still preventing anything from happening.
Just like you like it. I mean, that's literally just how you draw it up. In practice, you say, hey, everything might not go our way. Defense is making timely stops. I don't know how many yards they have. If I'm not the stat man, but if I was the stat man, I'd say they probably have about like 43 yards combined offense in 3 drives right now.
I would say almost the whole scrimmage.
You really can't. I mean, you can't draw it. You can't ask for much more.
Yeah.
I would love to see a turnover by chance. Is that just me being greedy?
Pretty much.
Actually, let me call it.
Oh, he's calling for it. The little turnover bird here. All right, here's the snap, the handoff. He's going to try to find the left side, but he is snipped out quick. And Davin Hopkins, don't do that. Don't do that. Stand up. But Davin Hopkins last year, big running back, stepped into the linebacker role this year. He did tell me at State 7-on-7 how excited he is to have the opportunity to possibly play both sides of the ball, and that he's even more excited to be on the defense to where he can lay the boom.
I was about to say, you don't get the kind of glory you do when playing running back, but playing defense is just so much more fun, man. Read and react. Hit somebody in the mouth, man. Come on. It doesn't get better than that.
They're going to move the receiver across. He's out, but they're going to do a quick throw. It is way low into the dirt. Maybe a little scared, maybe to be able to just survive there and not get unnecessary contact.
And honestly, if that ball's on target, that's probably going back for 6.
Yes, there was plenty of Falcons.
A swarm? A flock?
A flock?
A flying flock of falcons?
A flying flock of Falcons, yes.
My true love gave to me on the third
No, I don't.
day.
No,
Christmas
stop. That's
month?
a Christmas song. Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Oh,
third and 8 here for the Falcon defense. Let's see if they can't stop them and give the offense another opportunity. 3:57 left on the clock. Clock is stopped for the incompletion. Motion across into the backfield, and it looks like it's more of an option, but they are going to hand it off straight away. And he is going to have enough for the first down. He did. I think that nosedive probably helped him a little bit. Fall forward.
I think so. Always fall on your face.
Yeah. It might not be the most pretty thing in the world, but yes.
It wouldn't. You've done it a couple times.
I've fallen. I almost fell today up the stairs trying to get in here, to be honest with you. I'm being very serious. I should have kept that to myself and just taken it to my bed tonight.
Hey, listen, I get it. The stairs can be a little dangerous, especially now we're busting the dust off of them a little bit. Sometimes you get a step there where it's a little
The Gatorade's not there to stick my feet to it
There
yet,
you go.
right?
Exactly.
No
The
Dr.
peanuts and
Pepper
all
being
that.
dried up. Yeah,
Yeah.
so absolutely. But first down for the Yellow Jackets, their biggest play of the scrimmage so far. Here we are, shotgun formation, sniffer back and running back to his left. Here's the snap. It looks like a handoff. It is, and there's plenty of daylight for the running back. But are we going to catch him?
Strip him.
Strip. And we're going to bring
There you
him
go.
down inside the 5. He's going to be, looks like marked down at
The
the,
one.
I don't know.
He's at
I'm
the
trying to
1.
see what this guy's doing.
He said at the 1.
So 1 yard line. So it's first and goal for the Yellow Jackets. A big play gain there. It's kind of we've had 2 rut rows already with the defense after we
rows.
just
It's-
bragged.
They put him on the 3.
It is what it is too. Also, is being disciplined. They do the magic show thing back there, as Coach used to like to call it. I mean, there's a lot of motion. You got to respect the quarterback pull here, and I mean, it's really just those linebackers getting in their right lanes and making sure that you're doing your job. You can't get too distracted with trying to do someone else's job here.
Absolutely. But
Let's
here
bring
we
a
are,
little pressure here
shotgun.
off the edges here.
They're actually going to turn and look at the sideline to maybe change. But look, the Falcons are all up on the line of scrimmage. They're trying to get the clock to move. It is not moving. Here's the handoff up the middle and absolutely sniffed out. And it looks like they're actually going to lose about half a yard, maybe a foot.
42 down here at the bottom of the screen's being pressed by our K-State commit, and I don't think he liked it very much. He ended up on his bottom.
Some kids are.
I personally wouldn't like being pressed.
If I was an
but
offensive player, I
that's
would
why you
not be
play
happy to be
defense.
like,
It's much
he got an
more
offer
fun.
from who? Yeah.
What's that coming down the track?
Okay. Are you gonna do the
It's the
bit?
mean machine
Yeah.
in the red and black.
Here we are, second down and goal from the 4-yard line. The snap looked like it was a hard count. He's gonna boot it out.
Get out there. Make
Can we
that
get
play.
him? What a great
yeah.
open field
Great
tackle there to bring up third down. A gain of only a yard when it looked like it could have been 6.
I remember back when we were back in my day.
A long time
down
ago.
there, Coach Young would like to say, give yourself a little heart check when we got into the 10-yard line. Because, I mean, right there, I mean, it's big on big.
Yep.
It's a little want to keep somebody from getting get in the end zone right there. Red zone is your house.
Absolutely.
Don't let them in.
So timeout here taken by the Yellow Jackets as we have 1 minute, 37 left on the clock, right? So we're doing the mock quarter. They're going to try to put 6 on the board here because it doesn't say it, but it is 7-0 Falcons over the Yellow Jackets at the moment.
It's been a real rubber match if we were playing baseball. I mean, not a lot of touchdowns scored. Defense is coming out, both playing hard. Let's see if we can keep them with a shutout here.
Right here, the timeout taken, right? You have Coach Edwards and Coach Young and McAfee, all 3 defensive-minded guys that have done pretty well the last couple years. What did they just tell the guys as they're going back on the field?
Be disciplined, guys. We've done this. We work red zone. We work inside run. Be disciplined. Do your job, okay? Leave it all out there. I mean, it's third down. You got 2 more plays to make a stop. You don't get a lot of glory on defense if you do your job up front or if you're a linebacker or a DB in the right place. But where you do get the glory is getting off the field and being like, they didn't score a point. Everybody can see that. And they know that you were a part of that. So take a little pride in that. Take a little pride in doing your job, the ugly stuff, and keep them to 3 if you got.
Absolutely. Yellow Jackets back on the field. They're going to show 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. One running back to his left. Motion across into the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a play action. He's going to keep it and pretty much just
right
flag. We got to hold. We got to hold.
So we're going to see what this is. Right now it does show 6 on the board. The Falcons are clapping and looking at the ref, so it looks like we know it is against the Yellow Jackets, so it might back them up. They were 3rd and 3 to score. We're going to see how far they back up. 1, 2. I'm not going to count it all out. But if it's 10 yards, it's holding. If it's 5, it's like a formation thing. But it's 10. There's going to be a hold or maybe an illegal crackback block, something in that area.
A hold because it looks like the Falcons were pursuing
is better.
Very well on that play, and then it looks like it just kind of opened up like the Red Sea right there.
Yep.
And
sometimes if the hole is too big, it might not be the blocking, it might be the fabric grab.
It might be a little bit of cheating.
Yeah. Well, there. Cheating's a crazy word. We're not playing the Patriots.
Well, we got cameras up here.
But here we are, 3rd down and a very long 11 to go to score here. They're going to motion out a running back to swing, but they're going to throw it to the end zone one-on-one, knocked down to bring up 4th down.
He said, hey, buddy, make sure you buckle in for the ride.
Boom.
He was strapped.
So we're going to see what they do here. Normal circumstances, they might kick this here, but with it being a scrimmage, 4th down and 11, why not?
Go for it. Time's dwindling down. You got 1:31. You're down 7, and this is to go to the state championship. So you leave it all out there.
Well, we got really early there, right? Yeah, well, state semifinal, sure. Let's do it.
It's a scrimmage. It can be whatever I want.
Yeah, it can be. You know what? We are actually in the Super Bowl. Every NFL team and college team failed.
This is the Olympics for a gold medal.
Yeah. It's going to be flag football in the Olympics when that happens. You know that.
That guy who's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Have you seen? Anyway, let's get back to it real quick. 4th down and 11, empty. Quarterback gets the ball. He just throws it up, but there's 2 DBs there. That's knock it down. Incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about, defense. Way to get off the field, man.
Falcons take over. You can see the –
we're bringing out the 2s
now. The 2s are going out there.
This next quarter will be the 2s.
1:27 left on the clock. I don't know if they're just going to let them, eat it maybe. I don't know. Maybe we play 2 quarters. It's always kind of – you never know. It's the only people that know what's going on are the head coaches.
That's true. That's true. And guess what? I'm not.
The head coach.
Exactly.
You are on NCAA, though.
Sure am. I run a program there. I got A+ prestige right now, brother.
So they're going to flip it as if, yes, it was a turnover on downs. Lake Dallas will take over at their own 11-yard line. Not a lot of room behind, but guess what? There's only a lot way to go in the other direction. So guess what? More stats. Just go with it.
It's had a lot of words in there.
Yeah.
Why say many word when little word do trick?
All right. Trips left. Receiver, oh my goodness, you got me in shambles. But here we are, throw. Quarterback gets away. They're not going to blow it dead. He heaves it down the field. Let's see.
No.
Oh, open receiver.
Yes. Oh, no.
Who drops in? Oh, no.
You're kidding.
I went through a lot of emotions.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's the hardest ball to catch is when you're kind of –
yeah, you're stopping, and you're trying to come forward, and it's
and you're alone.
And you're like, I can't be alone for much longer.
I'm about to get hit.
There's a heat-seeking missile coming from somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Absolutely. So I get it. The pressure, it can get to you. All right? I have dropped open passes before, which is also why me – I know you couldn't catch either. It's why we play defense.
I dropped an interception, I think, in every varsity game I played.
Wow, you were awesome.
hey,
I knocked him down.
led the
Lived
team
to
in
play
pass
another down.
deflections. Same thing. If they didn't catch it, I didn't either.
Absolutely. But here's the pass. Pretty open on the outside here. They're going to get plenty of pressure, but we are going to get a couple yards.
Is that not a false start? Am I tripping?
Third down and it looks like 9. Third down and 9 for the Falcons.
Am I tripping? Is that not a false start on 4 over here on the end? Is nobody else seeing that?
We call that an offsides if it's the defense, Bob.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
that sounds about right.
it was pretty. I don't know. It could be the best timing in the world, right? Let's go.
Like that Chiefs O lineman from last year.
Dude, I thought. Oh, you're good. I thought that dude was. Oh, well, we're gonna get sacked
Hey,
here.
hey, blow the whistle. What are we doing?
So defense.
Am I missing something? Haven't we been blowing the whistle on those? Or am I tripping?
49 seconds left on the clock. All right, we're just gonna assume. Hey, fourth down. We are going to punt it here just to get some practice. I see Mitchell. We got to come up with something, but I see White back there to punt the ball away. We saw him absolutely nuke one earlier. All right, he's got a leg on him as well. All right, we have 2 kickers with cannons. All right,
For
let's
legs.
yes, cracked. Both soccer guys, so it makes sense,
Makes
right?
sense. Makes sense. I really do love that they've started doing that for a lot of these high schools. Is the coaches? It also helps that Coach Davis is a soccer coach, but they'll just be like, "Hey, do you want to kick like year round?
Do you want an easy varsity letter to go on your Letterman?
Yeah, can you
Kick?
Can you kick things shaped like lemons instead of like oranges?" And
The
they're like, "I'm
punt
pretty
is
sure."
away, and wow, what a punt. He was standing on the top of the L in the end zone by the high school, and it's going to roll dead around the 40.
Did back of the end zone not come to mind?
Well, it did, but he wasn't quite to the back. He wasn't heels.
But top of the L,
Top of the
Is
L.
that more
That's
helpful?
really descriptive of where he was. Like
back
he
of
was
the end zone.
Okay. Trying my best, man. Come on, let me.
Just say you gotta help the people. Help.
Gotta help the people.
Help
I
the people,
understand. So
man.
from the back of the end zone, so that's
There you go.
10 yards deep, right?
Sure.
So let's do the math here.
Let's not.
6. That's what it came up with. I don't like the first one.
I know the first was horrible.
Those are actually really bad. The first one's the worst. We're not
I
Maybe
like the
Chat
first one.
GPT is not what we use.
I
for
like the first
making
one. Huh?
nicknames.
Hitchell.
No, the other one.
The first one?
Well, I don't like
Yeah.
Snitchell because
Yeah.
that's
What's that
like
got to do with
putting
kicking?
something
Stitchell
on them that we
sounds
don't
kind
like.
of okay, but you know.
So they're going to give – they are going to give them the ball at our 41. It rolled dead over here. It's okay.
I can't think of a good one. It's like Mitchell. Why not kick it from there? No, it's too many words.
Y as in W-H-I?
Why? Yeah, why?
Mitchell, why not?
Why not? Mitchell, why not?
Do we like
Why
it?
not? Why not, Mitchell?
Nope. Fab's giving us the look of
It's rough. It's in development, folks.
Focus.
rough. Uh-oh, here we are. It's going to be a little bit of
Flag.
– there's a flag, though, and I don't know. They're trying to get the clock to run.
Is that what the flag is on? The clock operator?
Could be. So now they're going to – boom. We have a holding. They're pointing at something. So it could be against us. That is something that a lot of teams have been seeing, but it is going to be against the Yellow Jackets. That's going to back them up 10 yards
Are
from
they
the
Yellow
spot.
Jackets?
Are they just the Jackets?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets. The
I'm
orange
just-
Yellow
they're-
Jackets.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going with that because they're completely orange.
Mitchell White Knight.
Mitchell the White Knight. I like that. Is he riding into battle though?
He sure is.
Of course he is.
He's following his
Is he a running back?
I don't know. He's following something. First down and 15
They're going
for the
empty
Yellow
set
Jackets.
here.
Empty set. Trips to the top.
That
Here's the pass.
screen maybe?
Whoa!
Just heave it up.
That's
Why
a
are
PI.
you grabbing him?
That's a PI.
I mean, it's very clearly PI.
I agree.
I can tell that he's a DB though because he's got his arms in the air. Like, what did I do?
DBs, they're the drama.
We're the drama, and you
Yeah.
know what? The same thing. Even if that ball would have been overthrown, he would have looked at him and been like, "Incomplete." And it was like, "Sir, we threw it on top of the
Yeah.
field house.
It's over there on top of the gym.
It's clearly incomplete. It had nothing to do with
Absolutely.
you. And it's like strapped." That was my favorite part about being a DB, though. I did get burnt a few times, but they dropped the ball, and then you let them know.
And you know what? One thing, too, about pass interference, right? It's only 15 yards here in college.
Somebody gonna get that ball. Go ahead.
In the NFL, it's a spot foul, so you don't feel as
You
bad
don't. And
here.
sometimes just take the P.
And sometimes it's preventing a touchdown. That
Yeah.
one right there, maybe not.
I wouldn't have done
situation.
that personally, but
But 15 yards, automatic first down, kind of gets them right back where they started, right? Because
It
they
does.
were first and 15, so 15 more, automatic first down from the 31. Yellow Jackets and empty again. The snap kind of low, and they're going to eat it here. There's a
Oh, we can't hit him?
I'm not sure.
I don't see a flag. Do we see any
It's
mustard on the lettuce?
Well, they just kind of stopped. The coach is upset. Oh, the coach is looking
Is
at.
it the clock? Are we really putting
I
that
don't
much
think-
weight on the clock right now?
I mean,
like
think
I
you
get
just-
it. I get being upset about it, but like we could just restart it.
Facts. But here we are, empty again. The snap, a really good snap this time. They're going to throw it out into the open a little
Oh.
bit, and he
Wrap up, boys.
made 2 Falcons miss, and that's going to get them inside the 5. They're going to mark them actually right at the 5. First and goal for the Yellow Jackets, and I just want to make sure. Nope, he's back up. He's back up. We're all good. So first and goal from the 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
This empty set's been interesting for them. A lot of teams go empty, and you think they might be trying to either get a screen in or maybe a deep shot. They've kept everything pretty shallow. It looks like we haven't really been able to see this quarterback's arm, but I don't think he's very comfortable in his deep ball, to be completely honest.
And, to be honest, not a ton of time either. But
Not a
right
ton of time
here, we're going to say timeout Yellow Jackets. We're actually about to find out. Yep, timeout Yellow Jackets. First and goal from the 5. Right here, I'm kind of get through the same question we talked about earlier. What are the Falcons probably talking about here? Earlier, it was about third down. Here, with 15 seconds left, from the 5, it's an iffy area. What do you think Coach Young and Edwards and McAfee are talking about?
In Coach Young's defense, we do like to play kind of a man coverage down here within 10 yards. You kind of want to load the box. You want to be ready for anything. The backers on the outside are going to have responsibility for the pitch man, and the inside backers are going to have responsibility to scrape over the top to get back to the quarterback. Last time, it looks like they definitely ran a little squiggle screen in the back to get into an option look to keep the ball in that quarterback's hands. From the Falcons, I'm sure they're pretty much just talking about, like I said last time, just read your keys and do your job, because that's the only way they score here. I mean, you have everything covered, but as soon as someone thinks they got a little cute, or like you said earlier, you're not that good. If it seems like you're about to make a play, you're probably not doing your job unless you're somebody who should be making that play. So really stay at home, read your keys, and remember, they don't have that much room to work with if you're a DB either. So, stay tight on him, stay on his hip pocket.
So let's see here. They're going to kind of show up with a sniffer, running back to the left. They're going to motion a running back into the back. He goes in the backfield again. It's going to be an option look. Nowhere to go. And they're going to blow it dead. They're going to lose 4 yards here. Oh, they're going to mark him way further back than that. 5 yards here, never mind. Second down and 10. So that is still second and goal.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line.
And
That's it. That's where they're going to end it right there. So
Ball
Falcons win
7-0.
scrimmage,
Shutout.
the live quarter, 7-0. I'm sure the
Olympic
coaches
gold
got to
medal
see
match.
some things they wanted, but that's going to end it here. Bob, thank you so much for us putting you in here like last second, right?
Absolutely.
We are back next week. We're going to try to wrap this up kind of quick, but first game next week at CH Collins against Denton Broncos on Thursday. Remember, Thursday. All right, CH Collins is a shared stadium, so next Thursday we will be live, and the season will officially kick off.
Can't wait to see it start, man. It'll be our first time in 4A that I've seen. I'm excited. Big things to come. We're glad you guys are going on this ride with us, and go Falcons.
Go Falcons. All right, we'll see you next week.